Guys, welcome back. It's been that long since we've done one of these channels. This is take three of trying to just get everything set up to record. But yeah, we're bringing back the men's physique recap. It's good to have Macca back on here as well. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm sure we'll go into it at some point, but yeah, I've had my fair few struggles. Failed preps, retired bodybuilder, just everything really, mate.
We'll get into that. He's been in the wars for sure. But yeah, basically, anyone that hasn't been onto this channel before or watched any of the men's physique recaps, basically what we do is we recap all the men's physique shows that happen in the UK. So not just NPC, IFBB, but also PCA or any of the other feds that release enough content for us to recap it, and we'll absolutely recap it. Macca is pretty much the best men's physique posing coach in the UK, so he's one of the best guys to have on as a co-host because we also try and give a little bit of value back in these as well. If we can point anything out where people could potentially improve placings. This time of year is exciting because we've just had a regional leading up to the pro qualifier. Have you been keeping up with it? You weren't at that show, were you? The regional.
No, I'm actually thinking of going down to this pro qualifier.
Sick. Where is it? It's quite up north, isn't it?
Fucking Bradford.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's in
Three and a half hour trek for me, but I'm gonna see if I can head up, which would be good.
in a way, I'm glad that they're actually going to different venues and stuff now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like I think it was needed. I just don't think like one of the regionals was in Scotland, wasn't it? And I was like,
Yeah.
so I think maybe this year especially they're just trying to almost like test the waters in terms of like what's busy, what's not busy, and
Yeah.
then they might refine it for next year.
Yeah, I went to where was
Obviously, all the shows prior were Maidenhead, weren't they?
pretty much all Maidenhead. Yeah, I went to one in Norwich, and actually, you know what? The venue was really, really good. But
That
it
was
was,
a show I was supposed to do.
oh, was it? Yeah, it was, mate. It
Yeah.
was good. The venue was awesome, but it
What
was
was it?
dead.
What was the venue called again?
Oh, fucking can't remember that. Not
Evergreen?
sure.
Is it Evergreen something? Oh, fuck knows. But yeah, that's the one I was supposed to do. 17th of May.
But mate, it was dead. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's because it's like a new area. No one was like, I don't know. I'm not sure why it was dead, but it was very, very quiet. I think there was only like 20 men's physique guys for the whole show, uh,
Mm.
which is pretty
Like
quiet.
it's like Denmark Pro Qualifier.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you what, a few of the shows have been quiet this year.
Yeah, I haven't been as busy as what I thought it'd be at that time of the year anyway.
Yeah. Well, let's cover some of the recent shows that's happened anyway. So we had the big ones was obviously the MK Classic,
Yeah.
which was a two bro show, and this the reason why this one was quite exciting was because in 2 weeks after that we've got the one that's coming up this weekend, which is the Open Pro Qualifier, and the week after is the Naturals Pro Qualifier.
Yeah.
And there's some heavy hitters there. So let's go over the guys that we think are going to be in the mix. And I'm pretty sure we probably agree on the same guys, Macca. But if you think of anyone else that I don't think of, let me know. But this is one of them.
Fildo's an absolute a joke of a human, mate, to be fair. Um, in my opinion, probably one of the most bubbliest physiques you will see on that stage that day, if not the bubbliest.
Mhm.
Really nice ratios, legs are great, waist is nice and tight, it's got great ab detail. Arms are solid as well. Like there's not really many glaring weak areas in his physique at all. Um, I think with that regional that just went by, I think he just wasn't as conditioned potentially as the other guy, especially through the rear. But obviously, he's not aiming for that show, is he? He's aiming for this show.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see obviously how he's improved. And obviously, I'm sure under Zach he would have improved. Um, but it's a sick physique. Like there's no doubt about it. Is there? Like when you look at him on stage, you are instantly drawn to the shape and how bubbly his chest is and how much taper he has to his physique. I
Yeah.
think he was beaten by the guy in the green, wasn't he?
He was. And interesting enough, we'll go on to that guy in the green in a minute because he then went on and did the natural show.
He
Uh,
was natural, was he?
yeah.
Oh, fairs.
Yeah.
Fairs. No.
And then he was actually beaten in the naturals overall. So the guy who we'll get onto in a minute basically beat all the guys that are not natural and all the natural guys as well, which is super impressive. Uh,
Yeah.
and that goes to show the standard of the natural scene sometimes. It's fucking
Yeah.
mental. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. I've seen
I
Phil.
would say though, I do think for me, Fildo's more mental Zeke. Um, if I was to compare numbers, Fildo definitely takes the front. It's just where I think just through the back, the other guy was sharper. and had a little bit more of a taper in his back.
Mm.
Um, but again, like when you're even more conditioned, which Fildo probably will be for this show, his taper is going to look more dramatic now anyway. And he's not like he's got a small waist, he's got the taper. It's just a case of potentially the conditioning wasn't all the way in, which it wouldn't be for that regional because this is the main show they're aiming for.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously more condition, more chance to fill up. It's going to be obviously a massively improved look anyway.
Yeah, 100%. It was just one of those battles where it's front shot versus back shot. Like Fildo
Yeah,
won from the
it's
front.
personal preference, isn't it? Is that yeah,
Yeah. And I have found this. I don't know if you found this recently, but if you've got two guys that are fairly similar from the front, but one guy just slightly wins the front, but then the other guy, same story, but the other guy slightly wins the back, they usually go for the guy that's got the better back.
yeah.
I don't know if you found that, but I'm sure it's
I
been
think with the
before.
problem is with men's physique because there's only two shots. It's like it's apples and oranges.
Mm,
Like you can only pick what you're more drawn to. Like for me, I would have gone with Fildo personally, but I can see why the other guy won if they've gone from the rear in terms of like looking at the rear shots more because the
yeah.
guy from the rear is fairly like from what we can see anyway is very sharp, like especially through the lower back.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um,
I wasn't there for this part. I was there for the naturals part.
yeah,
And yeah, I agree. From the back, he was definitely a lot better than he was from the front. From the front, sometimes he didn't actually have his abs engaged.
yeah,
If he does that at the pro qualifier, I think that could cost him.
yeah.
So definitely needs to have them switched on the whole time.
I think even with Fildo's shape, he probably could angle his top line more away and almost just like dramatize the width in his chest.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, when you see him at the PCA shows, when he does those side shots, his chest is like so fucking dense.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. But yeah, so there's Fildo, and he's going to be going up
Is
against,
he class A?
yes.
That's
So
interesting.
he will be against Landon,
Mm,
which will be interesting. So I saw Landon compete in Alicante.
yeah. So
Uh,
yeah, he's come off the back of that pro qualifier, hasn't
yes. I think he was a little bit hurt by that result. Um, It was a tough one. Again, it was one of those situations where I can see why the other two beat him because he came third at that show.
he? Yeah.
Landon was quite easily the biggest and fullest,
Oh
especially
yeah,
the top line.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
he was, like I said to him afterwards because I think he was a little bit hurt, and I said to him like, I don't know if this will make you feel better or not, but there's literally nothing more you could have done. Uh,
Yeah.
you were like peaked really well.
I
You were really
think the
full.
judge's Tyler Mannion's feedback was just taper, wasn't it? He wanted a bit more taper.
Yeah, and the other
Um,
guys' midsections were just a little bit better. Uh,
yeah.
but
But again, like that, if I think he has actually improved that and it's an easy fix. Like it's not as if there's like not everything's there. In my opinion, like his arms are good, his delts are good, his chest is nice and bubbly through the rear, his back shots are good now.
yeah,
I think he's improved his back probably I'd say the most.
yeah.
Um, although
Where I'm sitting,
his
because I was
chest has
sitting
naturally
like
improved as well.
I was going to say, well, I was sitting at the top. So when he asked me afterwards, I was like, maybe they beat because it looked like they beat him through the lats. But when I then looked at it again and looked at the pictures, I was like, no, that it wasn't there. It was literally just his midsection and taper, like you said,
Yeah,
he lost.
which is it's an easy fix.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't grow more tissue on your abs, but you can highlight your taper better. And I think those most recent updates there, his taper does look a lot better.
Would you say to him then to hit it more like this rather than like this? Because he's a lot more front on here, isn't he?
Yeah, I do think his waist looks smaller, and do you know what's funny? I actually quite like the one hand on the hip with him. I think an easy fix that he can make is just lifting his chest up a little bit more, and then sitting into his hip because it would naturally like change the way his waist looks from a range perspective.
Hmm.
So like if his chest is up, his waist will naturally elongate, so it will look smaller. And then obviously as you sit into the hip, then it creates that almost like cut and across effect. So your waist will look narrower because it's taller, but then obviously if you're cutting in, it's gonna look tapered anyway. Um, I kind of like the fact he's going a little bit more like towards the front with his chest and his delts because it helps promote the fullness. Like you said, his chest and arms and delts, there's no real weakness there, is there? I
No.
think for him, because he's a shorter guy, the only thing he has to worry about with the hands on the hip pose is just having too many gaps in between the arms and the obliques.
Right.
Because obviously that will almost like drown him out if the gaps are too big. I do really like the one hand on the hip. I think that's decent as well. But again, it's a case of like you need to obviously if he's going up against Fildo, he almost needs to try and expose Fielder and vice versa. Fielder needs to try and expose him. So it's like, well, how do we do that? And the
Mm.
problem with these two, they're coached by the same guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That is
I,
good.
I mean, I do believe, off the top of my head, I don't know many Class A guys, but I imagine it'll be these two fighting for first. They'll be in the top three, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting. Personally, I've seen them obviously both compete. I would say Landon probably from the back and then Fildo from the front. So,
And Landon's been around the circuit quite a while now. Like, I think people forget he did win the British finals last time he competed out of like 19 guys or something stupid
mm,
in when it was the Gymshark Classic one.
yeah, yeah.
So he's been in the mix for a long, long time.
Yeah, he's a great competitor for sure. Um, okay, so that's going to be an interesting class. Another interesting class is going to be the tallest class, Class F,
Yeah,
because you got Daniel Pollard, if I can find him.
I forgot about him.
Yes, versus Samson.
Well, Daniel Pollard will probably. It's going to be very hard for someone to beat him on conditioning because he's always fucking inside out.
This obviously isn't from this year, but yeah, it doesn't look like he's posted any updates from this year. But yeah, he always brings this condition. He's absolutely
So
picked.
has he just done like a silent prep then?
I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he's documenting it much at all. Um, but
What's
he looks very similar to this.
okay? With him, it's just posing. It
Yeah.
really, I think, from what I can remember, he was always very good for the front. I think he lacked a little bit in back in terms of overall depth, to his physique. But again, like it's hard when you don't have loads of updates. But he's always ridiculously peeled. His abs are great. I think for him, it's just a posing issue.
Mm. I've seen him compete quite a few times, and yeah, like you said, like the condition he brings is really good, but he's also fucking massive. Like
Yeah,
to fill the frame of someone, because he's quite tall, to fill that
yeah,
frame is very, very impressive. And it does definitely draw your eyes to him. And he's won his class many, many times, but I feel like he struggles getting into the middle for the overalls. And I think you're right. I think a lot of it's down to posing. I don't think he's genetically best with the best structure. So all you can do is just work on that posing to improve it, right?
yeah, exactly. Like again, another guy that's been around the circuit a long time. And
Mm,
like I said, it's condition is never an issue. I think general size is never really an issue. I think it's just when you come up against guys in that overall who are, for example, Class A dominant guys are always going to look way more compact and way more muscle tissue because obviously they're shorter. Then you've got almost like the middle ground, which is like the Class Ds, even the top end of Class C to Class E's. And then obviously, like I said, you've got F, which is just they're so imposing because they're so much taller, but they're like you said, their size almost has to match it.
yeah,
But I do feel like he matches it. I just don't think he poses to his strengths,
yeah,
and it almost like exposes him rather than actually, obviously, like what posing should do is enhance your physique.
yeah,
Like you can see here. Now, this is obviously a long time ago, but the knees internally rotated. It looks very offsetting, like symmetry wise. It doesn't look great. The shoulders are very hunched. Like if he just dropped those shoulders down, push those elbows out a little bit, that would create more fullness through the lats, more fullness through the top line as well. Because when you raise those shoulders, all of it goes to the shoulders, and then the chest sinks in. So it's all these little details. Even if he just worked on dropping the shoulders, sitting into the hip, rotating that knee outward, I can guarantee his top line would just look bigger.
yep. Agreed. 100% agreed.
So it's just little things like that that I think he can work on. But again, it'll be interesting to see if he has improved it.
What is going to be interesting is seeing him against Samson because they are almost in a way polar opposites. Daniel Pollard brings condition, and Samson brings structure.
Aesthet- yeah, structure, aesthetics, um, overall size. He's very big.
Where is he?
There he
Oh,
is.
there he is. Yeah, very, very big. He just needs to bring condition, man. That's
Mm.
all he needs to bring.
It is interesting. He hasn't managed to find it. Like obviously he's in good condition, but it's not enough at
Yeah.
for where he wants to go and where I do rightfully think he should be, which is an IFBB pro. You see some of these IFBB pros now, he would contend with them if he was
Oh,
picked.
100%.
So
100%.
it's just a case where he just needs to. I don't know what it is, but he needs to find a way to really dig in. And I don't know. I haven't really seen many updates from him recently. Um,
Posted one today.
let's have a
Uh,
look.
so obviously he's in peak week.
Yeah, it's not sharp through the rear, is it?
it like you said, he is lean, but he could easily be exposed here, and that again could cost him a pro card potentially. Like, look at the size of him, man. He's
Yeah.
absolutely massive. He has the size. He just needs to get lean.
Yeah.
He's probably sick of me hearing it because I've said it so many times. I spoke to him after the show because obviously he was against Tamas in the overalls. And me and Tamas were both talking to him, said, like, you've got an epic look. Just got to bring that condition. I don't know if it's he's worried about going flat and losing size, if that's what stops him or what, but
I just don't think when you have that much muscle sitting there, unless you do something drastically wrong, like you're not going to lose that size when you fill back out.
no, exactly that.
Unfortunately, like we do have to get flat to get peeled. It's just one of those. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, like if you chase too much hard condition, then yeah, you might lose that pop. And it's obviously important that he needs to keep that because that is pretty much his biggest strength, isn't it? Is his delts, his arms, his chest,
Mm,
um, his size and his back, especially from the obviously the rear shots. But he, in my opinion, there's always almost like a 15% more every time I see him compete, where he could be 15% more peeled.
yeah.
But again, like it's nothing to shit on him because I absolutely love his physique and I want to see him do well for that pure reason. I do think he's on like he's very much on the cusp.
Yeah. He's actually like no joke, he's actually one of my favorite physiques.
Mm.
If he could get lean, and I feel like some of the shots he could pose a little bit better. But he could be not only a pro, he could be a very good level pro, in my opinion.
That's what I mean. Like if he got peeled, he would beat probably some IFB pros,
Yeah.
like some good ones as well. I think
Hopefully they pull it together. I don't know if this is going to be his last show of the season or not, but hopefully he keeps
he's
going.
been going a while, hasn't
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they took a because obviously he's coached by James now instead of Rob. It used to be Rob from LRF, moved
he?
over
Yeah,
to James. So I don't know if they've got a game plan where they took a little diet break and went back in. I'm not too sure. But yeah, anyway, that'll be an interesting matchup. Who have you got? Who are you saying is going to win that one?
Samson.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's judging the show? Do you know?
not too sure. Not too
Because
sure.
that always sways my mind normally.
Yeah, don't know on that one. Do you know anyone else that's doing that show?
Not off the top of my head.
No, I can't even. I can't think of anyone. But then we had the naturals. And no joke, mate, the naturals was absolutely fucking crazy. The
Did
standard
you
that was
see it?
there.
Was it last year in France or the year before? Mate, some of the natural pro qualified where the person turned out to be pro standard was ridiculous. Like one of the best standards I've seen.
Did you see this guy?
Oh, Prosper, yeah, Prosper's.
He
I mean,
walked out, mate. And I was like, what the
he gets
fuck?
called out all the time about how he's not natural,
Yeah, I
and
can't.
I just do think he is. I think he's just one of those blessed genetically. You see Dwayne underneath there.
Yeah.
So I posed Dwayne in his first ever season, and he was natural then. And Dwayne was like his back was ridiculous.
Mm,
And now Dwayne's gone assisted. He turned pro the same year, like later down the line.
right.
And that's his first season. I just do think some of these guys are just blessed genetically. Um, yeah, Prosper's not. He didn't Prosper do men's physique as well.
Yeah, so that's why I brought him up because this
Yeah,
I
he did
thought was
both, didn't he?
interesting. So they didn't place him. Well, they placed him third, I think, out of four.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, in the men's physique. I think a chap
I
called
do
Larry.
think he suits like when you look at him in a classic pose compared to men's physique. I remember like seeing the men's physique. Was he because he was in third out of fourth, wasn't he?
Yes.
And he maybe he didn't practice his posing as much, but like look at him there, like he's classic through and through, in my opinion.
Oh, he definitely suits classic more, but in my opinion, he also did look good in men's physique.
Like that those vacuum shots.
But yeah, he definitely suits classic more, 100%.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm wondering if they didn't place him highly in men's physique because he already won the overall in classic.
Mm.
And obviously it was a natural show, so no disrespect to the other guys there, but they
To be
were
fair as
a
well,
lot
could it be
smaller.
a case where, like you said, like maybe size was a thing? Like you know, like sometimes how they don't go for size at these regionals, and they go for like more potential rather than like the full ticket. And then in the pro qualifiers, you see the almost like the orders swap round.
Yeah.
Is he going to be another case where he gets two pro cards?
I don't know. I don't know. I got the vibe that they're potentially just going to do classic now. I mean, to be honest, mate, I can't see anyone stopping him getting the pro card in classic. So he doesn't really need to do men's physique, which would be a
No.
lovely position to be in, wouldn't it?
Imagine that having that luxury.
Yeah, but he was super impressive. But I thought I'd bring him up because yeah, he did do men's physique as well. I don't think he's really posted any photos of that, but Um, yeah, so that was good. The overall battle was won by David.
Yeah, shock.
This guy is very, very good. And like I said, he beat the overall winner of the earlier show. So basically, he won the whole day,
Mm.
untested and a natural show.
Yeah, David's a freak, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, I do think his posing could still be improved. I think there's still more there. Again, he's not always the most peeled, but I think, I mean, whatever him and Lewis are doing is working every single time.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen him like inside out. I've seen him like I'd say this year his condition is probably the best it's been. But like if you look at that top line, it's so bursting full.
Yeah.
It's almost you can't not be drawn to it.
Yeah.
Um, but again, yeah, he's very good. He would be my pick for the IPV natural pro card anyway, men's league. I almost think like it's just his time.
Yeah.
Like the amount of progress he makes every single year.
Well, I know he
Like,
did the France show last year, and yeah, the judging was, I don't know, I didn't agree with it at all. Like, I think he should have turned pro then.
yeah.
So yeah, like you said, I think now's his time. And it'd be fully deserved because yeah, it's a crazy look, man.
And how many overalls is he won now?
What's that?
How many overalls has he won now?
I don't know. Is it in his bio?
It's
Like, I'd
got.
love to see him go to the Ben Weeders and fight for that Olympia
Yeah.
qualification.
Well, yeah, look, he's got a PNBA and a WNBF pro card.
Yeah,
He's gonna add probably one more to his name now.
yeah. Looks a little bit more conditioned there.
Yeah, that's always it's always harder, isn't it? Like with Instagram quality, all these types of things, and then when you see him in person, it's
Yeah,
always like he's more conditioned.
yeah, true.
I know that's the first show I remember seeing him was the UK FBA one. I was like, oh my God, what is that?
It's funny because I know who he was. I was actually talking to him before the show started, and it's like when sometimes when you're talking to naturals, they don't look very big, and then they take their top off, and then it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, just insane. Really, really good. So yeah, we're both in agreement. I think he'll take the pro card at the natural show for sure. Um,
Yeah.
and who are we saying is going to take the pro card at the one this weekend?
Hmm. Do you know anyone in D doing it? Class D.
No,
This is what I mean. There's always just some
I
guy
think
that
it's going to
turns
be a
up.
quiet show.
You reckon?
Yeah,
Well, it's either gonna be. I'd say Fielder or Landon. Landon then.
you're going to go with Landon.
Yeah, Landon or Fielder. I can't decide.
Again, as I always say, if Samson was peeled, it would be him. But if not, I'm going to go with because I reckon they've dug in a little bit more, brought his back in a little bit more, so I'm going to go with Fielder. But
Again,
all four of them that we spoke about are really fucking good.
yeah.
Really, really
I
good.
can get down. I'll be excited to see it because I think it'll
Yes.
be a really. I think it'll be like if numbers aren't great, I think the quality will be high.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So well, let's talk about the pro show then, because Isaac will probably most likely be doing it, and he'll have a very good chance because he's just come off the back of a second place finish. Did you manage to watch any of this show?
Yeah, so I watched some of it. So I think even Isaac said himself today that he does think his posing could be a little bit better.
Mm,
Um, I think in the comparisons he said that he wasn't like bringing out his full width in his shot, and you can sort of see it there that left side of his shoulder is hunching a little bit upward, which is then causing obviously the left lat as well to disappear slightly. But I think I was speaking to Jace about him. So I think they pulled off like was it 4.5, £5 in a week to try and get him in sharper. I
yeah,
think it was
that's
like 2 kilos or something. Um,
you could see it because that was what I was going to say. I was going to say in the lead up to the show, I thought, oh, his abs are still blurry, but the stage shots, mate, they were in.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
The digging that he did, it paid off.
It's the best he's ever looked.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. Isaac's got a lot of potential, like a lot of potential. I think Isaac's still quite young as well. I think he's still in his 20s.
Yeah, he's definitely late 20s, very early 30s. It's one of the two, yeah.
Yeah. I
But
think
yeah,
he
that
turned
was a
quite young as well.
great placement for him. Obviously, second.
His back's really good.
Yeah,
I think he got $2,000, was it? So
yeah.
it's not
It
bad,
was
is it?
weird because I saw someone's live stream. You know that Felipe, the French guy. I was watching
Yeah.
his live stream of it, and I don't know if they did the call outs in backwards order or something. because they did their first two lot of call outs, and then maybe it was just at the finals. I'm not too sure, but I thought he was in last call outs, so I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, ended up being second. So I don't
Well,
know
it
if
was
they did a reverse
initially as
order.
well, like, from one of the, I think it was Beyond the Stage put a clip up, and obviously it was them in the top four.
Yeah,
But they finished the round with Huss and that other guy in the middle, and then Huss obviously came fourth.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Huss did really well as well. So the overall, I don't know if there's any pictures. Oh, there was a men's physique channel that did the overalls or top six, wasn't there? Which one would it have been?
Men's Physique News, I think. It's normally them, or it'd be Men's Physique
Or men's
Central.
physique central.
There you go. Go
That's
down
the
a little
American
bit.
show.
If you go down, it might be there.
I don't think I don't. I'm sure I saw it on. It must be on this one.
It's one of those, so
No, that's the problem. They just cover the American shows. You reckon it was down a little bit?
sure it was. Maybe not.
No, I never. I know I saw it on somewhere. Oh, there's that. Is there that Japanese one? Anabolic something.
Where's my phone? I'll try and find it, was.
Anabolic space. Maybe it was on here. Here we go. Top six. So this guy competed in Alicante as well, and at the show that Tamas did. And I was backstage, and he's not very big at all, but he's just structurally crazy, man. Like his taper is very, very nice, and from the rear, he's great as well. He plays quite well in Alicante, so I thought he might have been a front runner here, and yeah, came third. Interesting that the bent knees coming back in,
Yeah, no, I've seen that quite a lot.
or it's just maybe just old. It's definitely old school way of posing. You don't really see the top guys doing bent knee.
No, I think as well that's like don't get me wrong, they look great, but again, it's one of those things where it's like you could make yourself even look better with better placement of
Yeah,
the legs, in my opinion.
I much prefer straight leg positioning for sure.
Because like imagine that guy in first was just sitting into the oh, what's this? Imagine that guy in first was just sitting straight with that big bubbly top line, nice and relaxed. Even like you look at the hand on the hip on the elbow, that could come further forward.
Yeah.
That's very situated quite far back.
Mm.
So his arms aren't obviously you can see his arms, but again, you could make those arms look even more imbalanced. Um, but yeah, he's very good.
Yeah, that was
This is the good thing though. Sometimes you just see these pros come out and no, like I don't think I've ever seen that guy before.
I have seen him before, but I couldn't tell you his name only because I'm reading it there, but
Yeah,
I can tell you it. So I think these boys did very, very well.
yeah. To be fair, I wasn't expecting them to place top four.
No,
Just based off obviously they're still new to the sport in terms of like being pros and competing.
yeah.
But Haas I think is doing UK as well.
So yeah, they'll have a little rematch. Um,
The Haas turned pro was it last year?
yeah, last year. It's first go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Competed and got his pro card straight away.
Then he proposed to his girlfriend, didn't he, on the stage?
What? Just this past weekend or last year?
No, when he competed,
Oh, did he?
when he won his pro card, yeah.
Nice. His delts are wild, absolutely wild.
Arms and delts are crazy, chest is crazy.
Mm.
The only thing I
I
think,
think Isaac beats him from the back.
yeah, I think with him it's just a slight posing tweak with his arms. Like I can't tell whether his back isn't big enough, and again, you can always have more size, or is it just a posing tweak? You sort of see how his like left delt rolls further forward.
Yeah,
Like when he goes into that pose, he almost struggles to open it up. Um, but in person, Huss is an absolute freak. Like
yeah.
when you see him like walk on stage, his whole top line is just always bursting forward. I don't think I've ever seen it not bursting.
It'd be interesting to know how close he is to the cap.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he has like another few kilos to add.
Yeah, which would be very, very dangerous if he can add a few more kilos. Just in the back, really. I think from the front, he's
He's
great.
solid. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's very solid from the front. But
yeah.
yeah, he's doing the UK show, UK Pro.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know any. I don't think any other UK guys are good doing it. They've all shut it down for the Olympia.
Oh really? Oh, what
So
like Emil, those guys?
Mill,
Yeah.
Jeffrey, Omar.
See, if that's a show, like just to get some get some prize money, you might as well just do it.
I really wanted Tamas to do it.
Oh yeah, Thomas would should have done it.
He unfortunately he couldn't do it just because of family stuff and things like that. He couldn't commit, which is a shame because he's I could pull him in for it. He's still in shape, look. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Next year he'll go for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Obviously, you might as well speak about Thomas, won't
yeah, he had a good season, man. Really good season. Got what we wanted. First time competing in a pro qualifier and secured it.
His
Uh,
first one and done, wasn't it?
One and done, and
Yeah.
came eighth out of 18 in the pro show, which is good. I think he actually looks slightly better at the pro show.
Yeah, no, I thought he looked fuller as well for the chest.
Yeah,
What was Tyler's feedback?
more back.
More back,
He
yeah, which
needs
is
more back.
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, from a peaking perspective, like it was good. Like they were happy with his condition, everything like that. They
I
just
think
said,
it's always
oh,
hard as well when you go back to back.
yeah, very difficult. Yeah, yeah, just a little bit more upper chest as well. Tyler said more back. He gave him a small posing tweak to make as well on his back shot.
What was that?
It was more chest up, and what else was it? I've got a record on my phone. It was something very, very small. It was like just lift your chest a little bit more. I think it was like roll your shoulders forward a little bit instead of
Right.
pinch. Something along those lines. It was
He
very
does. I think me and you spoke about it, didn't we? Like he does have that tendency almost to pinch his shoulders back.
he's got mobility issues.
Yeah, and this is the issue we had a little bit, didn't we? We did found like a happy medium because it wasn't as wide as that before.
Yeah,
Like that's were dropping off a little bit more. Um, but it's one of those things like you want to get feedback from Tyler. You want to, he's one of the head judges at the Olympia. Do you know what I mean? Like to get feedback in front of someone like that, and you've just won your pro card, it's always going to be good, valuable data to have, and then to obviously go away and improve on.
yeah.
Obviously his arms are great. I don't think his arms need to come up, if I'm being quite honest.
He's
His
not
arms
allowed to
are very
train
good.
arms and legs. He's not training anymore. So it's just chest and back and abs and delts.
Even his abs are great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so yeah, it should be interesting because here he was 6 kilos under his cap.
Yeah,
Uh, so I don't think he'll need to max it, to be quite honest. If he maxes it, he might go down the route of what happened to Dan. You know,
yeah,
that is too big. But we'll see. We'll see how the first push up goes, and we'll just go from there. But it was a good season.
yeah. Very good season.
Macca helped out with the posing, so it was a team effort with Tamas. It was good.
It was a good little project, mate.
You got some questions?
Yes, let's have a look. Just pull them up. So he's asked me, as being apparently an elite posing coach, which I'll take. Um, has anything caught your eye from my physique? So let's have a look. I think I did message him about his foot placement. This was what, probably about a couple of
He
weeks ago.
hasn't put any updates up for a long time.
He does a lot of poses on his story, doesn't he? But he never actually posts to his
Yeah,
no, just him.
yeah. I mean, this was ages ago,
Yeah.
19 weeks ago now. So
What's the
should have updated something.
yeah.
Any other questions?
Um I mean I don't really understand this. The guy's messaging me going 2022, 2023 FitX British, 2024 PCA Brit, 2025 PCA Uni and Card. Does
Okay.
that mean his achievements?
Who is it?
Name's Dale Blacks.
Oh, I know Dale. Yeah. So what? So read it again.
I think he's listing his achievements. So 2022 plus 2023 FitX British.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah, so basically he's listing his titles.
His accolades. Dale's another one though. He doesn't post any updates.
Go on those highlights. Let's have a look.
He looks very, very good. Have you seen him compete?
Oh, do you know what? I probably have.
He
Um,
brings really good condition. Just needs a bit more density and posing.
oh, God, yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, density and posing, and he could do well in the pro league in terms of PCA.
Yeah,
Needs a fair bit more size for IFBB, but he's got the structure, mate. His structure is very good.
he looks a little bit like Corey Morris with that hair and that beard.
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
His delts and arms look good as well, which is always Corey Morris's trait.
it's not really got many updates there.
No.
This is from a while ago. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a good competitor.
Um, got one here saying, what do you two feel is missing from men's physique?
In a general context,
I presume he means like in terms of like the current space, what do you feel like men's physique is lacking?
money,
Yeah.
more money.
I think as well, like the problem I think people find with men's physique, they think, and I think this goes for all divisions. I think people think like it's a certain set amount of rules and that's it. Like these people should place here, these people should place here because of X. And it's
Yeah,
like it doesn't really work like that. Like you have to pose your strengths. If you look at you pull up like the Olympia 2025, sorry, 2020, what were you? It's 2025 this year, 2024 last year.
yeah,
Like all those physiques are unique in their own way, and that's why they place where they place because they have strengths that other people don't have.
yeah, yeah.
So
Very
like
true.
in terms of like and if we're going from a case of what do I feel people miss potentially when it comes to a prep of a men's physique, I think it's about midsection control. Like the amount of times I see people with like their stomachs are gassing out, they're blowing out, they can't hold their midsection because they've eaten so much food going into their show and not had a period of time where that stomach's staying empty. Like I see people all the time, like loading them up as if they're bodybuilders, and then they wonder why they're bloated on stage or having cereal like pre-stage of whey. And
Yeah,
I'm like, what? So
yeah.
like just little things like that, like no, knowing the criteria, knowing the category you're going into and what it requires you to have. Like you can't, if you're meant to eat, your midsection has to be on point.
Yeah.
Like you can't walk out and it already be like watery or filmed because instantly you're out. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter how good your shape is, how good your structure is. If your waist is blurry or you've got digestion issues or anything like that, then you're not going to cut it.
It's funny you say that. I've had it a couple of times where I've had consult calls and things like that, and I've had men's physique guys come to me, and I've asked to see their previous peaking protocols. You know, the guys that are deep in prep. And it's loading, like aggressive loading with like insulin protocols and things like that. Like you shouldn't need to do that necessarily with men's physique. Like these guys that did this didn't have a lot of muscle tissue either.
No,
And
no,
of
that's what I
course,
mean.
like
It's like
I was like, let me see your previous stage shots. And yeah, their midsection was just gone, it's just blown.
just nothing like on show day, your stomach should, to be fair for most categories, but especially men's physique, and even bikini, like your stomach should feel empty. Like you should feel hungry because I don't know about you, I can't contract my abs on a full stomach. I really fucking struggle. Whereas if my stomach's on empty, my ability to contract and hold my midsection is far better. Again, obviously, yeah, you need fluid, you need these things, but they need to be in a certain time manner rather than almost like bang, 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 bang. Now step on stage.
Yeah, yeah. So I was on my phone then, everyone, by the way. Feel like I need to apologize. I just upgraded the Zoom, Macca. I forgot to do it. We were about to be shut off, but we're good to go now. We can
Yeah,
continue.
it just popped up for me. Saying
Um,
graded. But yeah, that's what I'd say is missing mostly in men's physique. It's just like the ability to hold your midsection. Obviously, that comes from a posing perspective as well. I don't feel like, I mean, I see people practicing posing for like 45 seconds, which I think is great. But I also don't think that's ne I think that's sometimes a bit overkill.
hmm. Yeah, no, I definitely know what you mean. Like sometimes people do just chase like fullness or whatever it needs to be. Like so many people are so fucking scared all the time to be flat. They're
Yeah,
scared of being flat, and the amount of times that I get this, I put this on my story actually not long ago. I had a few people reply to it because if you ever get this, Macca, as well, or any other coaches that are listening, if you have a client that is always talking about being flat, they're scared of being flat, coach them flat in a practice peak week, purposely spill them. If you
yeah,
purposely spill them, okay, you've had this amount of food, this has created this look. You don't want to look like this on stage, do you? No. Okay, cool. Then you know the sweet spot. You do that on show day. If they say to you you're flat, and you can say to them, look, right, okay, I can put more food in. This is what you're going to look like. And the midsection will be gone, like you said, like the original point. So yeah, it's finding that sweet spot and just protecting midsection at all costs because abs are fucking everything. Look at the top guys, Ryan Terry, Ali Bollo. They are the top two pretty much at the moment, right? It's their midsection. It's
yeah.
very,
Razor.
very good. I forgot, mate, we didn't recap any of this, so we better do this real quick.
Let's do this quickly.
Right, where are we up to? Is this week?
Yeah, what the
What
fuck
the
is this?
hell's this one?
Oh, this is a guy who got absolutely rinsed, didn't he?
Oh, this was 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen this.
Nothing this. Does a headstand or a fucking cartwheel or something.
Oh my God. I'm excited for this.
Have you seen what the judges have been saying recently? You saw Aaron Banks put up in his story.
No.
So there's a head judge called Will in from the States,
Okay.
and he's basically said we don't want to see any more bodybuilding poses in men's physique. Like you will be marked down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're stepping on it. Like they basically said, look,
Even
you
in
can,
transitions.
yeah, they basically said, like, you can hit classic, you can hit bodybuilding if you want, but all you're doing is showing us more weaknesses to be had.
Look at this.
Imagine doing this on a pro stage.
That would be so good. See Kyron Holden just chucking out some handstand push-ups.
Like I rate it from a what's the word, like a physical perspective,
That's impressive.
but not on the bodybuilding stage.
It'd be
I
so
mean,
embarrassing if it went wrong.
PCA and stuff's fine, but IFBB, don't expect them to like your physique if you do that.
Yeah, imagine if it went wrong, you just fucking flop on top of the judges' table.
Honestly.
Right, let's look at the champs of this then. So, first place, Masters. Cool. I wouldn't do that front on pose.
No,
Want to close that gap a little bit more in the oblique.
hand not on the head either.
Yeah.
Should be placed behind the head.
Biceps to ear is a good cue.
Yeah.
Oh, a little
Not
bit of a hip shuffle there.
shuffle. Leaning far too over there. Um, Stance too far. Elbows close to close gaps. Yeah, because you can see here when he goes into the hand on the hip shot, look how narrow the lats look.
Yeah,
So there's two huge gaps there in the physique.
yeah.
Obviously he won, so he was good enough on the day, but this is
Oh, yeah.
obviously just a reference.
We'll,
Um,
we'll go on to the positives in a minute, but it's always good
Even
to get poses.
size from the back's really good. Just leaning back a little bit far too much. The hip shuffle's a bit strange, but we'll roll with it. Condition's good. Condition's really good.
Yeah,
It's just a case of again, this is like it's just posing tweaks. He
yeah,
could probably display it like I say he's good enough to win on the day, but again, if you're going to compete again, you can't expect to just win straight up just because you won one show. So it's always a room for improvement.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
It's almost as well like he's in those shots there, the oblique shots. He's not exhaling that air out straight away. It's
Mm.
like right at the final moment. But again, this is routine. It's not comparison, so it's hard. Um, but that'll be my feedback.
Yeah, so they've peaked him really well. I don't know if he's self-coached or coached by someone, but peaked really well, nice and dry, very conditioned, which is awesome. And yeah, I feel like to level up if he does compete anymore this season, it is literally just a perspective of improving that posing. I think that's pretty much it. Because even if you look at his back detail, it's very good. Because these PCA videos, they're not just
What's up? The lighting on this show looks strange as well.
yeah, I tell you what, the photos, videos, I think it's all down to the lighting. And this year, the quality is great, but it doesn't show off how conditioned some of the guys actually are. Like, I bet this guy's actually a lot more peeled than he looks on.
When I won the overall in 2022 two rows, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see these photos. The photos made it look like I'm fucking died. I legit it made there was no ab detail. I don't know what was going on with the cameras. I think Bailey was doing them as well, which I was shocked at.
Yeah,
But the quality was shocking.
nah,
In terms of like the high resolution, fantastic. But the actual overall detail of midsections and stuff like that was just off.
it must be because it's not usually a photographer, it's usually lighting.
That's
That
why,
causes
yeah,
that.
the lighting was just shining in all the wrong places, basically.
Right.
So that's why you'll never see me post any comparisons to that show because I look awful. I don't know how I won.
Yeah, I'll tell you what else looks bad as well is sometimes they put the photos on the NPC website. Have you ever seen those? They
There.
always make people look soft every time.
That's
So
what I mean. Sometimes it's hard with photos and stuff to
yeah,
really get a gauge of how someone. Unless this is why it's always hard. Like when you see people comment on stuff, it's like why I always try and refrain from it a little bit if I can. Like when people get into debates, oh, he should have won. He should have won.
yeah, you
I
need
try
to be
and
there.
yeah, you kind of do need to be there in person to see what the judges are seeing,
Yeah,
like literally frame by frame by frame.
yeah, exactly. Because it's even like when they're moving between shots. If your gut falls out, like when you're transitioning to the back, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose points there, sort of thing. So.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, Daniel Richards, very good, great condition, mate. Just a little bit better posing, and yeah, you can continue to win, I'd say. Who else we got? One short. There's the winner.
He's very good, this guy. Really nice physique. Um,
Yeah, really wide across the top line there. Shoulder to
top
shoulder
end,
width is
his top
good.
line is crazy good.
Yeah, good. Tiny waist.
Very tiny. Long torso as well, which I really like
Hmm.
because it just makes everything his weight, it just makes his waist look smaller. Condition's good.
Yeah, he was awesome. Did he win the overall?
You want the overall, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's a lovely look.
It's a very IFBB look.
When especially when he hits it with no hands on
Yeah,
hips.
when he walked on stage, he hit that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
very
really
nice.
like that.
Mate, yeah, hit that more if you're watching this.
I wonder if he will be doing IFBB. Maybe he goes for it this weekend.
He has to regional, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, good luck for sure. Who else we got? Tool. Could see might be
Just very,
fairly new to it. So the shaking hand,
yeah.
good
Yeah.
condition,
I presume he's just potentially competing for the first time.
very good condition.
It's just posing. It's just it's very like and I don't mean this in a
See there?
disrespect. It's just very reminiscent of what I'd expect a first time potentially to see.
Yeah,
Like in a lot of first timers, it's just that sort of rigidness to their posing, which again is it's just an experience thing. Like when I first competed in 2020, like my posing was okay. It wasn't fantastic. And obviously you kind of learn, you're like, okay, when you get the shots back or when you get videos back, you're like, okay, this needs to be better. Oh, I'm pinching here, or this elbow needs to be higher. And then that's, I think, when you compete the first time, you really enjoy it. It's like, right, that's the next step is stage presence, so that you can always make sure that what you don't want to do going on show day is really worrying about your posing.
yeah, yeah,
Like everything by that point should be locked in. So like with my posing guys and stuff, for example, if they come from me from start to finish, it's like, right, I'm gonna have you ready posing wise 2 weeks out because then it's you go into that show with a literally minimal stress as possible.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of it as well as muscle memory. Once you got it locked in, you can hit it without even thinking about it.
And people say, "Oh, I've learned my posing once. I don't need to do it again." It's like you do because you get more size. You go
Yeah.
away and get more size, things look better. Things look different.
So there were no juniors at this show. You've only got tall, short, and masters.
Doesn't look like it.
Wow, quiet one.
Very quiet one.
Yeah, I can see why the short class winner took the overall there.
Yeah, but he's very good.
Nice. Right, there wasn't any other shows, was there?
No, you had the show that they competed with Steve and Dan.
Oh,
Um,
the Texas. There
yeah,
was
we'll
no
come.
English people in that, was there?
No.
We can quickly cover that. Well, Ross coaches Dan, so Ross from Pro Coach. So he was interesting. Anyone that doesn't know Dan's story, this is Dan. He competed, was it a couple of years ago?
He basically burst onto the scene because of how big he was.
Yeah, he's absolutely massive. He won his pro card as a natural, coached by Alex Toplin. And then he went assisted and absolutely blew up, mainly in the back. And then he got told basically that he's too big for men's physique. He should go classic. He tried to go classic, but his legs wouldn't grow. So he's gone back to men's physique.
Yeah, yeah. I think he has like some injuries with his legs.
Well,
I think like he had quite a few issues with his knees and stuff like that. So I think he moved back to men's physique. And then, if I'm being honest, I think it's the right call. Like, yeah, his legs could come up a little bit, but I think he's actually done well to it's like almost like streamline his physique.
yeah, I
I
agree.
don't think his back looks fantastic, don't get me wrong, but like I don't think it's as overly dominant as what it once was. Like if you look at him from a year ago, his back was frighteningly big.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
just so much thickness and detail in it. I think he's always gonna either stand out for the right reason or the wrong reason.
Mm,
Whereas back if everyone's backs aren't at that level, but their fronts are, and his front, I would say, is a little bit behind his back, it's almost gonna make his back look like a weakness rather than it being a strength.
yeah.
Because it should be a strength. Like his back's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think, like, for example, when you compare it to these other guys, his back looks so dominant.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it's not, it's if you look at like Joshua Guidry here or Stephen Chow, if you look at them, like obviously, yeah. Dan smokes them from the back. And if you look at the comment section, that's what so many people say. How has he come third? How has he come third? It's not, that's not what men's physique is. You can't just have one dominant muscle group and expect to win a show. Balance is so important when it comes to NPC. I do think in PCA, you can have like a dominant muscle group and that wouldn't hurt you. But in
Yeah,
NPC, if you've got something that's really so much better than
when you've got
everywhere
two
else,
poses.
yeah, it's gonna hurt you. It is gonna hurt you. And I do find that they do go for like a nice thick chest as well. And Dan,
Yeah.
compared to his other muscle groups, I'd say his chest is not as developed.
I
Uh,
think as well, like again, just simple thing there, like just standing a little bit taller with his chest,
mm,
letting those arms drop down like he is, will just help naturally make his chest look more balanced.
yeah,
Because he has come down. I think they said like they want him 4 to 5 pound more sharp. I think Ross was saying from what I could see on their posts.
right.
But then if you look at like Stephen Cow as the winner, like he's not the biggest. He's just
No,
got a really nice midsection. He's probably front to back quite what's the word? Symmetrical. But again, it's always like from photos here, I'd say his back needs to be sharper. But again, like it's hard to say. Who's the guy in fourth?
uh,
Mario. I've never seen him before.
yeah, I've never seen it, but I mean, it's a good lineup. I mean, Ismail Martinez is
Yeah,
like,
he's been around the block a long time.
yeah, I mean, he's an Olympian, right? So
Yeah.
he's placing above Olympians. So I'm sure if he keeps going, keeps refining,
First
he'll,
show of the season as well, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
So he's only going to get better from here.
I imagine he will be getting to the Olympias, which will be cool for us. There's not many UK coaches that get to the Olympia each year, so whenever someone does, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
At the moment, off the
Zach was there last year, wasn't he, with Ado?
yes,
Um, because Cal was there. Who was Cal there with?
he was
Oh,
there with Niall.
Niall Darwin, yeah.
Yeah, but for men's physique,
That's
it
rare.
doesn't often happen.
That's rare, yeah.
I think is Zach the only one that's done it?
Maybe.
That's a good question.
Jace has done it with a couple wellness girls, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's been guys that have gone to the Olympia, but not for men's physique that I know of. Isaac's got a very good chance of getting a ticket as well. So
Yeah.
Jason
Again,
potentially, yeah,
could just be a case of right show, right timing.
it could
I
be.
think as well, if you're trying to get to your first Olympia, like, yeah, it's cool to almost like if you can go under the radar and somehow place in the top 13, 14, fantastic. But even just getting to the Olympia
Yeah.
is some achievement in itself because it's so hard. Like people say it's easier to do now. It's not because just because they're giving out more pro cards means you have to be 10 times better than all the rest of the guys.
Yeah.
And if those pros aren't worthy of being pros, which I also find a bit funny when people say that, it's because, well, they've won a pro card. So, like, they clearly are. Like, they're going to get found out when it comes to it anyway.
Yeah.
So, you have to be very, very fucking good. Like, how many people, like, how many men's league athletes are qualified already? What, 50, 60?
It's ridiculous. There's a lot of them.
That's
There is
what I'm
a lot
saying.
of
So,
them.
like, even just getting to that point, like, because they only what place the top 16 anyway,
Yep.
top 15 actually, then the rest of 16 in last place technically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Top 15.
Um, but yeah, like it'll be cool, man. It'll be cool. I wonder if there'll be like a bit of a dark horse. To be fair, another one off the top of my head, Ricardo, Cent centric.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He's a very good guy as well. And
Mm.
he's only turned pro last year, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be definitely an interesting Olympia, mate. That's for sure. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward
it'll be good.
to recapping it.
Good.
Right, well, we'll leave that one there then because we've waffled on long enough.
Yep.
It's definitely good to be back and talking all things men's physique. So, guys, anyone that you think that could potentially turn IFBB Pro in the near future, make sure you let us know about them. We will recap them if they're in prep going for shows, of course. And the next episode we'll be covering the One Bro Pro show.
Yeah, and if there's anyone people want to see on, let us know and we'll try and get them on.
See what we can do. But thanks for listening, guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.
See you later.